Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. So you guys saw that I just recently got my delivery from Willis Orchard. I bought some blueberries, some raspberries, and I also bought I think 1 or 2 fruit trees. So I have been thinking for the past day or so as to like where I'm gonna put them. The issue with the blueberries is that I have them scattered right now. And as you know, anytime you have any small like berry trees, you're going to be in competition essentially with the birds, right? So I was thinking maybe I should have them all in one area, because when they start putting up berries, you have to cover the berries. And you know, it's just easier to have them in one area so you could cover everything at once. I have some already planted out in the landscape. Some are in the flower bed right before the garden area. Some of them are by the trees. And I was going back and forth as to whether I should just put them all on the rock wall, which initially seemed like a great idea. But you guys know that I deal with groundhogs, and that's the first area that they kind of venture over to. And the last thing I want is for them to eat all my blueberries. So I think I'm going to stick to just my original plan of just having them mainly by the vegetable garden area. So I'm going to firstly lay them out, and then I'm going to go through how I plant my blueberries and just the different varieties that I ended up adding to the ones that I already have. When I'm buying my blueberries, I can tell you guys I buy from 2 places, Starkbros and also Willis Orchard. I like to go to Willis Orchard first, and then I will go to Starkbros for like the smaller varieties that I want to put in pots. There are different varieties of blueberries that you can purchase. You have your rabbit eye, which I tend to stay away from because they get really big and I just don't have the space for that. And then you have your southern high bush, which those varieties of blueberries are great in more of the southern region. You know, they like a lot of sun, and they don't need as much chill hours, which is the hours that they need to be in the cold in order to fruit for you. And then we have the northern high bush varieties. They grow really well in my area and a couple zones below. And then I like to grow blueberries that are great for containers, so like those smaller varieties, and you'll see me do the planting for the containers also in this video. Whenever I'm planting these blueberries, I dig a hole that's deep enough so that wherever the root ball area is, I'm only covering up about 1 inch above that. And then in the hole itself, I like to put some chicken manure and then the soil acidifier, and then I mix that up. I'm just doing like a handful of each. I mix that up and then I plant it in and just cover it right up. You could also use holly tone for this, but since the soil acidifier is mostly for specific things, I tend to just stick to just a regular fertilizer and then the soil acidifier. When you pick up the packet, just look at the back and it'll give you instructions for the plants that are just establishing, that you're just planting, and then it'll give you instructions for the amount for already established plants. I just use a handful and that seems to do the trick. And same thing for my established plants. I just do a handful and I just sprinkle it around the tree. This is the Reba blueberry. Just spinning it around and position it how I want it. I had planted some smaller variety here. This is the Sunshine Blue. This was 4-inch when I bought it, but I think I'm going to take these and put them in some pots. I had some pots that I planted some dahlias in, but the dahlias didn't survive, which was a big mistake on my part. I completely forgot that I needed to take the dahlias out of the pots. So we're going to transfer these into those pots and then put the larger blueberries in their place. So I'm just going to take her and put her here. This is the Brigida, and I'm gonna go over each variety once I'm finished planting them all up. I decided to lose the jacket. It's actually really nice out. The high today is supposed to be 70. So after I finish doing this, we're actually gonna go for a hike, and that should be really nice. So I wanted to come out here early and get this done. Have my little gardening time and then have some time in nature as well. You can see the alliums popping up. These are the alliums that I planted last minute. Remember I showed you guys that I had this bag of alliums that I never planted? Well, I went ahead a couple days after I posted that video and I just dropped them all along this area, and now they are popping up. So get the shovel. This is also another sunshine blue blueberry. This is all the roots from the chives. Right here we have some purple chives. I started these from seeds and I planted them out last year, and they're already looking so established and really nice. I think I'm definitely going to split this up and put some along that bed, maybe some along this bed as well. And I'm hoping just having the chives around will kind of deter some pests. I don't know, a lot of pests don't like that onion smell. We're gonna put in this bed, this is the ruble blueberry, and you just wanna, like the same for the other ones, you wanna position it how you think it kind of looks best. And I'm gonna go with this. I think this looks good to me. And you just want to cover it back up. We were able to plant all the blueberries, including this one that I was gifted. There's so much shade, guys. I am so sorry. This is the blue gold, and I was gifted this one, I believe, last season by my mother-in-law. which is really nice. She knows I like my plants. And then this one is the Patriot blueberry. This Blu-ray is 1 year old and it is doing really well. I just sprinkled some soil acidifier and some fertilizers around the already established blueberries. And here are two of the newest ones. This is the Rubel and this one is the Brigida. I really like how this one is shaped. It's standing up really nicely. And I think I'm going to actually stake this one as well as this one. This one is the Rika blueberry. We still have 3 more things to plant. We have the Ann raspberry here, and usually when you get raspberries, it just comes like a stick here. So we have the Ann yellow raspberry to plant. We have a goji berry, and we have the olive tree to also plant. So last minute, I decided to transfer this blueberry plant. This was over by the Rockwall area, and I don't know if you saw when Maya put down the plant in the hole, you could see how compact the soil was around that root area. And I'm starting to believe that's the reason why we didn't get as large of a harvest as we did the previous year, or 2 years ago, I should say. I just think that they were just being overran by weeds on that side, and the roots weren't able to really spread out. So I just dug it up. That's why there's no video of me doing it, because it was such a last minute thing. But I think being out in this area with more looser soil, less weed issues, it should flourish again and hopefully give us a large harvest either this season or next season. So I had to take out this large clump, which turned out to be a artichoke that overwintered for us. So that's super exciting. I just mixed some chicken manure and the soil acidifier. I'm just gonna put it in here and mix it all up together.